What drew you to this program?
I'm going on train, I get my leg together.
Done any carpentry before this, so any skill training or anything like that?
No.
No. So this is brand new, all new tools and everything to you?
No, not improved.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And how old are you, man? How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay, and how old are you? 26?
They're done, aren't they?
And are you from Seaton?
Yeah, I don't know. Where is it?
And did you ever have any carpentry or skill training?
Yeah, we had we did SSM class and just that's about it. Basically, we were making like bowls, cups, and cups and stuff. You know.
IQ doesn't mean intelligence. They have a low I quit level. The minute something go wrong, I quit. The minute something don't sound like what I thought it was gonna be, I quit. They quit quickly. And most of those people who quit right away, they end up losing out. Set the energy the way you want to set it. So let's begin by just giving some claps right there. The energy right. I say aim high, right? You need to say VI because that's where we are, that's where we're from, all right? So I need to hear it from the gut of each and every one of us in this room. Bring that power. When I say aim high, you say VI. Aim high!
VI!
Aim high!
VI!
Do me a favor, bring that energy up, right? Because we are a united front right here as brothers who are right here, right now, and we gotta let folks know who we are every time we step up. Aim high!
VI!
Aim high!
VI!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So you guys could have been anywhere else. If you chose to, you could walk down beyond the street if you wanted to do that, but you guys decided to be here, and there's a reason for that. And I want to know more of that reason. I want to know more of who you guys are. So I want to go around the room quickly, right? And there's only 3 questions I'm asking you. I want you to tell me your name, tell me one word that describes you, and here's a question you're going to answer for me. Why were you born? Tell us your name, one word that describes you, and think about it. I want you to think about why were you born? Why were you born? Tell us your name, right? And when you say your name, right, I want you to say your name with power, right? Like, don't just say your name like that. If I'm gonna say it, my name is Sherman Brown, right? Because that's who I am. I want you to say your name, one word that describes you. Why were you born?
My name is Louis Gill. The word I feel like respect people, and I like people to respect me, you know? I don't know where I was born.
Not sure why you were born yet.
Yeah.
All right. So take a stab at it, take a guess at it, right? And just think like, what do you think your purpose might be? You're here, right? Lewis is here on this earth right now. And I just want you to think like, what do you think you're here to do? One, you say you respect people, and that's a big deal, boss. That's a big deal. So with that respect that you show and that you give, why do you think you're here?
Yeah, that's a good question, because boy, you got me thinking.
Yeah. You have the answers yet. Meaning you don't have all the answers because we're figuring out things. But what's important is having a direction so we know where we're going. I'm gonna come back to some of the leaders here, but I want to get to the room, to the front. Alright, so tell us your name, one word that describes you. Why were you born?
Yeah, my name is Donald Williams. Curiosity.
Curiosity. Powerful word.
You did hit it on the head.
I feel I was born to make a difference, you know what I mean? Because I born different.
Yeah. You say I was born different and I'm born to make a difference. That's big, boss. That's big.
Very good.
And there's different ways in which you could make a difference in the lives of so many people, right? And in your life, right? So curiosity. So you're curious. You're always just trying to look at things. You know when you said that, right? Automatically everyone said, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Right,
Very
yeah. So
Interested in a
so
lot
in
of things.
AI, there's something that we say constantly, right? You will never give the best of yourself until you discover the rest of yourself. Meaning you gotta know who you are, right? You gotta know who you are, and that knowing that about yourself is a good thing. Give him a round of applause. Curious one here to make a difference. Yeah.
And the second one is love.
Love. I respect that. Yeah. All love. Yeah. And why were you born?
I don't know, you can't figure that out right now.
Trying to figure it out, right? But yo, that word that you use is the most essential word ever, right? Love, man. Love. And you see, that's why when it comes to anything that's wrong in the world, I could guarantee you it's because things start with the lack of love.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like if love was present in all of our lives on a regular basis, right? I ain't got no time to beef with this brother here. You understand? Only thing I could do is show love to the brother. Yesterday we were at the event and I asked these brothers to move from a table because we were about to set up our event. And as soon as I went to the table, the dude was like, yo, I'm gonna move in my time, boss. Don't tell me to move. I said, boss, I'm coming to you out of love, boss. You understand? Like we're doing an event here for the youth, man. I'm like, coming to you out of love. So when I hear you mention the fact that love is the word that describes you is powerful, and we're gonna figure out why you were born soon. All right, give him a round of applause. Boss man, what's good? Yeah, man. You tell us your name, one word that describes you, and why were you born?
My name is Orlando Reyes. And
Orlando.
forgiven.
What's the word?
Forgiven.
Forgiven. Hey, say that again.
Forgiven.
Forgiving. Yo, there's a connection, right, between love, right, being forgiving, right, showing respect, right, like all of that, right, is connected, right, and being curious about what's going on in the world. So you're forgiven. All right, why were you born?
I don't.
Not sure yet, right? Something that you're open to figuring out. How old are you?
19.
19. Are you the youngest one here? Who's the youngest one here? You're 19, so you're the youngest one here, right? And you know what's good about being the youngest one? Is that everybody else already make the mistakes you don't have to make. So what happens is you get the chance to learn, right, from everybody else's mistake. I believe, right, that people were born in the time that they were born, because if we were all here at the same time, there would be nothing to learn from anyone else. But if this brother here is older than you, there's some things that he might not even be smarter than you, but he might be a little more experienced than you in certain things, a little more experience in life. So you're trying to figure out why you were born. And at 19, you don't have the answers yet, and that's cool. And that's something that we're gonna figure out. Boss man, you could come in a little more too, man.
Come in,
Yeah, little brother, come into the
Timmy.
circle, right? Yeah. And let's give a round of applause for this brother right here. Yes. Yeah, man, and he will tell us the same thing. Your name. Oh yeah, don't fall on the edge. Yeah, man. We didn't move over. Oh, you'll come right here. Bring come over here. Yeah, man. So your name, one word that describes you. Why were you born?
My name is Timmy. Well, that's my nickname, but everybody call me that. Dreaming is my word. I'm a dreamer. Where I was born, to own my own company.
Hey, boss man right here, right? So Timmy is a dreamer, right? Dreaming about, and you're having dreams about what? Dreaming about your business?
Yeah.
Dreaming about impact? That's powerful. You have a powerful mother too, right?
Yeah.
A powerful woman in you. Let me tell you again, powerful woman, you know? So you're a dreamer and you want to have your own business. What type of business you're interested in?
Trucking.
Trucking, all right. Yo, you know these trucking men out there make a lot of money, right? Not even just here in the United States, but abroad,
Yeah.
right? Trucking, getting into the trucking business. I gotta connect you with organization called EYL, Earn Your Leisure. And what they do is they teach about financial literacy and business. But one industry they talk about a lot is the trucking industry. You know, so we got to put you on to that. So we have businessmen there who probably gonna own trucks all around these Virgin Islands. What gonna be the name of the company that we see on the trucks?
You know, yeah.
Yeah, you know yet. All right. So I always say, right, it's important to put your name on something, right? Because if you think about anything that you wear, right, Dior, Prada, right, Louis Vuitton, those are names of people. And that's why when I see man out here killing for brand, I'm like, yo, you're killing for somebody else. It needs to be on you. Create your brand.
Yeah.
Right? We need to see the Timmy brand. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're thinking about your business and what you're putting in place, think about including your name someplace there, because then now your name is your legacy. And from anybody else who come up, right? And here in the Virgin Islands, you hear Boeings. What do you think? All right, that's Boeings right there. You understand? Part of that family legacy. You understand what I'm saying? So imagine, even with the bar gem and boat them and stuff like that, there's a name attached to it for the legacy. All right, so hearing that, a very powerful thing, man. Give him a round of applause for that. Those ain't my shirts. Yeah, you guys are part of New Day. There'll definitely be some guys who start making that amount of day trying to do woodwork and all of that. Like, what am I mean? And you let them laugh and let them talk. And you stay focused, keep your head down on the ground. And I guarantee you, give it. I'm not telling you it's going to be success overnight. It's not quick. It takes time. But I guarantee you, with your curiosity, with the respect that you bring to the table, right? With all that you guys do as dreamers, right? With everything that you do, the love that you show, it's going to open up doors for you. But it's not going to happen if you don't stick with it. Anytime I'm like, yo, something got to change. And my grandmother looked at me and she said to me, what are you going to do now that you're up here? I'm like, yo, grandma, don't worry. Like, I dance, you know. When I dance out there in these streets, like, yo, we're going to take over New York. My grandmother looked at me and said, look, if you're going to live here in this house, it's one or two things you're going to do. Either you go to school, meaning go to college, or you go get a job. And she told me education is necessary. And I started to learn from that point in time that education is only preparation for elevation.
But I worked there before.
Okay, you do this type of work before?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, now the floor, this one you put to me.
The floor is
The floor, yeah.
Yeah.
The floor and thing, yeah. All that stuff, yeah, I don't
So you do some of that before, right? Or you picked up a new skill here now, that now you could go ahead and bring that out into the workplace now, right? Look, let me tell you something, every new skill you add on, right, to the toolkit is another thing now you could charge for.
Yeah, man.
It took time to grow because I always like to build stuff, but I never really critiquing like framing and stuff. I just put up together.
Yeah. So you're doing your own thing and just kind of, you're curious, that's why.
That's being good.
Yeah. And your pops, he's still spraying the cars up and all that, putting them big speakers, right? That's all I remember. I remember when I came back home the one time, here's the change inside the bank started rattling, right? And I'm like, yo, this dude here just like, yo, I don't know how we live like, could he hear now? Yo, because with those speakers by his ear for so long, I'm like, yo, that is gonna do you something over time, you know what I mean? So,
No matter knowledge, just to put it to use now.
yeah, man. That's good, man. And you start doing it. You know what I mean? I'm hearing you guys are being consistent, coming around and stuff like that, which is a great thing, right? And that consistency is what's gonna help you to grow. I always think about things like, you guys know what a GPS is? GPS, right? So it's GPS like when you got your phone. You guys use GPS on here? No, right? Most people know, everybody has to know where they're going, right? So what happens in New York, right? Our destination, you don't know where you're going. So right now, I appreciate the fact that you guys say like, I just like the vibe them that I'm getting here, right? But you gotta know a destination of where you want to reach. Because once you know your destination now, Cliff, right? Bromel, right? Mary, the folks who are here now could give you the guidance and say, yo, you gotta go left, you gotta go right. So when I'm working, especially when I'm working with young men like you, the first thing I try to find out is like, yo, what's the destination we're trying to reach? That's what AMI is about, you know. AMI is like, yo, what's the destination you're trying to reach? Yo, I want to be a contractor, or I want to be a business owner. All right, you want to be a business owner? What type of business? I want to own a trucking business. All right, you want to, yo, let me connect you to EYL. Take the right, go to EYL. Why? Because they teach about trucking, right? Oh, by the way, now you're doing that, right? There's some truckmen down here in the Virgin Islands. You live down here? Yeah, so there's some truckmen here in the Virgin Islands. They're already doing it. Let me go and find out what they're doing. Let me go meet with them and don't be afraid to ask. You guys are here, right? It's different than what most people would do. I guarantee you it would be easy to walk out here and go and do what everybody else is doing. The fact that you guys decide to come here to be in this space on a regular basis makes you stand out. But standing out is important in life. And I could tell you for a fact why it's important, because any of you guys ever play Tetris? You know the game Tetris? You guys ever heard of Tetris? All right, so you have a game, right? Old school game called Tetris, right?
With blocks.
Yeah, with the blocks, right? So you know the game?
Yeah.
All right, so you remember how to play?
There were different shapes, you turn it, choose it,
Yeah, so you take the shapes, right, and you turn it, and how do you beat the game of Tetris?
But you think the one, and then you got
Then you got matching like you building a wall. Like,
Yeah. Same thing, doing the same. The quicker you fit in is the quicker you disappear. The man who stand out to a completely different level is the ones who say, I'm gonna be unique. I'm willing to step out there and I'm not gonna do what everybody else is gonna do, but I'm gonna change the game. I'm gonna be curious, right? And I'm gonna change the game. I'm gonna specifically you're trying to accomplish. It needs to be something that's measurable. How could we measure whether we have that progress or not? Something that's achievable, that's the A. Something that could be achieved. Something that's relevant to your life, that's the R. And something that's time bound, that's the T. It has to have a certain amount of time on it. So if I just say, I want to have a business, that's a general goal. A SMART goal would say, I specifically want to open up a real estate business. And now I could measure it by, did I get my broker's license? Right? Because that's my... Last time I came down here was after the hurricane. I remember, Rihanna, after the hurricane, I came down and I was helping people fix their roofs. I brought down about 20 people from New York to come down and help out. And I haven't been down here since that time. I don't come back home that often. Not because I don't like home, it's just that with business and everything else, I don't get to come back home as often.
You're about to change that now.
But I want to change that. When I come down here, right, because I haven't been down here in so long, right, I don't have that much people to link up with. So that's why when I was coming down, I had to come down with, and he lives in Atlanta, you understand what I'm saying? But at least I know somebody who I could link up with. And even though I got Brumel and stuff like that, but the guys that grew up with me, I don't have that, right? And everybody else, when I walk the streets of St. John, when I came up here the other day, I don't know most of the people. I see dudes on the car, I don't know who they are. So when I come back, I need a crew to link up with. But you know I don't hang out with? I don't hang out with people who aren't progressing. I don't. Me and this dude used to dance the streets together. Now me and him investing in business together. Both of us, in our business, we invest in cryptocurrency. We invest in real estate. I don't hang out with people who aren't going somewhere. You know why? Because it's a waste of my time. If you try to go country and I try and go cruise bay, why would I be on the same bus as you? It don't make sense. So when I come down, I want to link up with you guys. I want to link up with you guys and know, like, yo, when I come down, I'm coming down with some progressive brothers. And whoever you're hanging out with, right? I'm not judging your friends or your circle or whatever it is, but if they're not progressing, then do me a favor, man. You gotta surround yourself, and that's why this brotherhood becomes important. Surround yourself with people who are going in the same direction as you, or who are further along than you. And whenever progress is going to be made, unfortunately, the reality is some people are going to be left behind. I came back to the Virgin Islands the first time, and I walked past the bandstand. And when I walked past the bandstand right there in Cruise Bay, there's some dudes who were here with us, who were still there. When I came over, I said, hey, what's going on, boss? Everything good? Yeah, man, everything good? Show him when you chilling here? Nah, I gotta go, but yo, it's good seeing him on them, alright? Yo, show him acting like he better than everybody now. Went to the States, went make money, come back, acting like he better than everybody now. Acting like, yeah, man, I see it, right? Acting like he like nobody can talk to him now. And I have to go back to the same man and say, oh, bro, I'm not better than you. And I don't want you to feel like I left you behind. I left you where you were comfortable. People who are going in the same direction, then you connect with the people who are already in the same direction. You guys are here. Beyond here, how often you guys talk?
They're my neighbor.
That's your neighbor. Are you guys talking often?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys talk and connect often?
Not really, bro.
Not really, right? Alright, because Orlando's a little younger than you know what I mean? But here's the thing, right? You guys gotta start talking to each other on a regular basis, and the conversations need to change. If you're talking about progress all the time, and he's talking about progress all the time, and he's talking about progress, all you guys talking about progress all the time, what do you think will naturally happen? You're gonna make progress. So that's who I want to spend time talking to. Amen.
Yeah.
And when you start talking with your brothers on a regular basis, I want you guys to talk about making money, making moves, right? Changing the situation for your daughter, for your family, for your loved ones. Because you're a part of a brotherhood. Amen.
Yeah.
So because you're a part of the brotherhood, you're a part of the brotherhood that's making that happen. Amen.
Yeah.
Every day you guys get up, man. Every day you guys get up, I want you thinking about that. The first thing we need to do is we need to execute. Get the goals down on paper. What are we trying to achieve? And when you know his goal, right, guess what happened? You hear something that's in alignment with his goal, you're like, yo, bro, I'm going to put you onto it because I know that's your goal. And you share your goals with each other. And then you guys start to push each other through the process. That's what this brotherhood is about. Amen!